thing that we always need in our life, that is motivation. No matter what you do in your life, you always need motivation to keep going on. And in the journey of speaking English or learning English, sometimes we feel so demotivated because when we look back, we feel like we did nothing, we achieved nothing, and we start doubting ourselves. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you how can you stay motivated all the time while learning English, because motivation is much needed thing to keep going on. So first of all, stop being harsh on yourself. Maybe you are not getting results now, maybe you are not good enough in English, but stop being so competitive to yourself, stop being so harsh to yourself. You are thinking that everyone else is speaking good English than you, everyone else has good communication skills than you, and you are comparing yourself to everyone else out there. But this is not going to help you. Comparison is going to give you demotivation in the end, because obviously there are going to be some people who are good than you, obviously there are going to be people who has better communication skills, better speaking skills than you. But by comparing yourself to the others, you're going to demotivate yourself, and you will start doubting yourself that you are not good enough in anything. So stop being so competitive to yourself, and instead of getting jealous, instead of comparing yourself, you can take inspiration from them. Okay, you ask them out that how they did it, how they achieve so good English speaking, how they achieve good communication skills, how they get so good speaking skills or their fluency. Ask them out that how they did it, instead of getting jealous, instead of comparing yourself. Okay, take inspiration from others, because inspiration leads you to motivation. It leads you to positive energy. Okay, so when you take inspiration from someone, you literally feel good, you work on yourself. No matter what we do in our life, and no matter what we did in our life, everything starts from here, from your brain. And we have a different kind of status about English in our society, and someone who speaks good English, we give them different respect, we consider them as a perfect, as an intelligent person. So we have that different obsession, we have that different standard about English. Okay, and somehow we are telling our brain that English is a hard language. Okay, you want to learn English, you want to speak English, but somewhere you have that negative belief in you that I'm not gonna that much fluent in English. Somehow you are giving negative information to your brain, you are telling your brain that English is a very hard language. Yeah, you are trying to speak, you are trying to learn, but but subconsciously you are telling your brain, you are telling your mind that English is a very hard language. And that is something that is stopping you from reaching your goal, because your brain is not prepared. Your brain is thinking it's actually a hard language, because in our society we have a different status about English, and we make it just too big. Okay, so you need to tell your brain, you need to train your brain that it is a very easy language. Okay, so you need to do it consciously. Please tell your brain that English is an easy language, because I know I have seen so many times that people consider it, people have different kind of obsession about English, and they think that it's a very difficult thing, it's a very hard thing. When you tell your brain that English is a easy language, it is going to be easy for you. Okay, so stop comparing yourself to the others, because comparison always leads you to demotivation. And stop telling your brain, because you have that negative belief system in you that you are not gonna that much fluent in English, that much good in English. So please try to remove that negative self belief from you, that you are not gonna be good in English because you are thinking that it's a very hard language. So start telling your brain, start telling yourself that it's a very easy language and I'm going to learn it very easily. Okay, and one thing that is greater than motivation, that is discipline. You are trying to stay motivated all the time, but that is not possible, because motivation comes from a very short time period and it literally fades away in few time. But you need to stay disciplined, because discipline leads you towards success, discipline leads you towards permanent motivation. So when you stay disciplined towards your work, you literally work so good. So instead of trying to stay motivated, you need to stay disciplined towards your work. So please decide a time in your daily life that I'm gonna give that 1 hour to my speaking English or my English practice. And no matter what happened in your life, you always give that 1 hour to your learning, to your practice, and that is going to lead you towards your success English journey. Okay, sometime you will not feel so good about yourself, you will be not in the mood of learning English, you will be not in the situation of learning English, but your discipline will force you to do that. Your discipline will leads you towards your process, towards your practice. Your discipline will force you to practice anyhow. Okay, so discipline is something that is greater than motivation. You will feel demotivated, you will feel so stressed, and sometimes you will feel not to practice, not to speak English, but your discipline will force you to practice every day. Okay, so instead of trying to stay motivated, you need to stay dedicated, you need to stay disciplined. Okay, because discipline always leads you toward your success. No matter you are in which mood, you are good, you are healthy, you are not, but you're gonna practice every day because of your discipline, and that is gonna give you a successful English journey. So this is the tips that is gonna help you in your motivation in your English learning. And that's it for today's video. I hope you love this video.